kids win a cute little fish out there at the Midway at your local fair.
Well, apparently that little tiny bowl or plastic bag they come in isn't really a suitable dwelling place for a fish. So here from the University of Illinois College of Veterinary Medicine is Assistant Professor of Zoological Medicine. You have a very long title.
Yes.
Dr. Krista Keller, welcome.
Hi, thank you.
We have to say, she's like board certified, and there's not a whole lot of those kind of doctors out there, so that's
About
exciting.
250. I'm one of about 250.
How many acronyms do you have in the end of your name?
You know, I'm building slowly.
Yes.
Building slowly the alphabet. Yeah.
Well, we're talking about betta fish today.
Yeah.
And I can remember having betta fish growing up.
Sure.
But there's some tips that I actually didn't know about when it comes to housing your betta fish. So let's dive right in here. So the first thing you need to consider is its environment. That little bowl is actually not a good home for them.
Not enough. There's a great website online that talks about betta fish care, and they like to say that bowls are for cereal and not for betta fish, and so I will steal their line because I think it's really great. A bowl just really isn't big enough. What we want to provide them with is at least a 5-gallon tank, and it doesn't matter what shape or size it is. It can be square, rectangle, triangle, cylinder, whatever, but we really need to give them that space so that they have room.
Now, part of the confusion comes from at the pet stores. That's what they have them in. It's all these like little glasses across the shelves, and I guess you think, well, then that must be okay.
Yes, understandably. And at fairs, I think you brought up a lot of people will win them at fairs.
Right.
And internationally, actually, it's become a welfare crisis where people have said this isn't enough space. And so stores internationally and different countries aren't able to sell them in that small quantity, aren't able to give them away at fairs and everything. And so it's just in this country, we kind of need to catch up a little bit.
Well, yeah, we're looking here at some examples of some possible aquariums and homes for these betta fish. I'm seeing a lot of plants and decoration, but betta fish are not plant eaters, are they?
They are not, but they can hide underneath plants. They can interact with their environment, can give them a sense of security, can give them things to explore, to have a more enriching environment rather than just water.
Is it true that you shouldn't put 2 betta fish in the same tank because they don't get along so well?
They're called Siamese fighting fish or Thai fighting fish lots of times. So the males will fight to the death or to really injure each other.
Sure.
Females can be kept in communal tanks, but they really need to have quite large tanks in order to have the space that they need.
Okay, but how are you going to know if you have 2 males?
Yeah, the males are usually the ones sold at the pet store that are more beautiful, brighter, have the bigger flare in their tail and their fins and everything. The females tend to have smaller fins. They're not quite as beautiful, sort of thing.
So unless you want to teach your kids a really difficult lesson about how the world works sometimes outside of pet stores.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so decorations also, maybe keep those to a minimum.
Yeah.
You don't want them to like hurt themselves.
Yeah, the bigger the tank, the more you can put in there because they'll still have so much space and be able to move around them. We don't want to put any hard plastic or anything in there because a lot of their fins are very long and glamorous. They don't want to get caught on any of those hard areas.
What are we feeding these things?
Yeah, they are carnivorous, and so we should feed them. A lot of people will say the plants can feed them, and you'll see these plants at the pet stores that say, you know, this is all you need to feed your fish. For some fish, that's okay, but for carnivorous betta fish, that doesn't work. So we want to feed them a betta fish specific food, either a flake or even better would be a pellet. And we don't want to overfeed them either because I meet a lot of obese and overweight. There's an obesity crisis for all species. And
how do you know? With something that small, it's like...
Yeah, they just look very rotund, you know? They should be more streamlined, so with a keen eye, you can tell.
Fish has the muffin top thing going on in the jeans.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes. A little extra roll, that's a really obese betta fish. Yeah.
A betta fish is a tropical fish, so I usually think of saltwater when I think of tropical fish, but what kind of water is best for a betta?
They're definitely a freshwater species, but they need to be kept a little bit warmer than most of our homes. So a lot of our homes, especially maybe this time of year with the AC on, is in the high 60s. These guys really want to be 75 up to 80. And so lots of times we need a tank heater for them as well.
Really? Okay. And we're also sitting next to someone who's been published in The Onion talking about blue hedgehogs. So you'll have to check out their Facebook page if you want to learn a little bit more about her thoughts on
fake article with fake references, but still really cool.
Yes, very fun. Very entertaining. Great guest today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
There
she is.
Oh, there it is. We'll connect you with all the details on Dr. Keller's tips for betta fish at our website, which is ciliving.tv.